here today to join with you. Our congressman has worked very diligently and fought hard for us in Washington. He's one of the experts in the transportation field, and we're fortunate of all the congressional representatives we have on Long Island. He sits on the transportation committee and fights day in and day out for us to make sure that the job is done well. So without his voice, Long Island would not have the input that we do have today. So we're confident that public infrastructure is so important, especially the local governments. Most of our funding comes from the federal government. And someone who made the investment as the supervisor for the town of Bellone was recognized as probably having the best highway system, and we're proud that he's now our county executive and take that same attitude, that same approach, and make the necessary investments. Today we are here in front of a bridge that was originally built in 1940. And accordingly, it is inspected by the federal government every 2 years. The last biennial report was done in 2010, and at that time, they deemed this bridge to be structurally deficient. And the county knows the situation, they want to make those repairs. But unfortunately, in 2009, the federal government allowed the Federal Surface Transportation Act to expire. So what that did was all the funding that was available simply stopped, and the local governments and the states couldn't plan for the future. Even if they knew the facilities they had needed repair, they had no idea if the money would be available, and they wouldn't know where it would come from. Here we are since 2009, and this bridge being rated 2 years ago is structurally deficient. Obviously it's gotten worse with the town. The situation is dire, and the public safety is at hand. Federal funding has been cut down. Long Island alone, in the last 12 years, funding has been cut by 40%. Now is the time to invest in infrastructure for the safety, for the jobs that we need. These two gentlemen are fighting for us, and we hope that we are successful in convincing those in Washington of the needs, not only for this bridge, but for all of Long Island and the nation. And again, I thank you for allowing me to participate.
Thank you. We've been joined by members of the same way that I should not be here today. I should be in Washington trying to get this bill passed, which the House leadership would call us back into session. This equipment shouldn't be here either. It should be on a job site. And if we can get this transportation bill passed, this equipment will be on a job site. And the sooner we can do that, the better off we are for several different managers. So I'm happy, we're all happy to take your questions if you have them.